all day today. I came here. Look at my man, Mr. Zayas. I've talked to him a while. I'm going to give him a call.
This have been through different battles with me, and this
Hold
is
on.
uncut by RaJuR.
Put a pause on there. I'm trying to wait for this fight to pop up. We're not going to be able to see it, but it's going to be popping off. That is Canelo and Manzinga Zunga, whatever his name is. I don't know. I'm trying to find my man. I want to look at it. One of the my man who lives here in Philly, T Street Controversy. I want to, kind of see what he got to say about the fight, but I'm trying to find his. I didn't know I had so many subscriptions I subscribed to. I really, I don't believe it. All these people I subscribe to, and I don't even look at it. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I'm trying to find T Street Controversy so I can check out the fight and listen to him while the fight is going on. In the meantime, I'm back here to that. And I've been back here all day. Here we go. My man just keeps it going, boy. He just keeps it going. I tell you, some people just gotta do it for the money, man. Just making YouTube videos about fragrances. But that's them, man. I'm out of that YouTube fragrance game. Do something I really like to do. Some of these people, like 5,000 people, want to be fragrance kings and all this stuff. Like, really, seriously, stop it. Only person I would look at is my man, Centrifugal Force, and he don't even put that much up anymore because he know what it is. All these wannabe newbies go buy something from the store and they want to come back and talk about it, and they're not even in the game that hard, So I'm not interested in what they got to say. Actually, I'm trying to sell most of my fragrances. I sold 3 bottles a day. I mean, I'm gonna die. To my man. I forget his name. He came over, man, and smelled about 30 bottles, and he bought a bottle, and a couple other things went down. He bought T Street Controversy. Where's T Street? I don't know, did all this scrolling and I went past T Street? Yeah, so anyway, I forgot his name. Jeremiah, Jacob, something like that. Where's T Street Controversy? You don't have a channel? Oh, it's TS, that's right. And now I'm running all these other people I haven't seen in a while. Look at their channel. Oh, man. I tell you. But I'm going to stay back here in the lab. I want to work on this song for a friend of mine, Octavia. I finished the one for Melody. I finished that one yesterday. And I came back here to start on Octavia's, and stuff stopped working. Ended up losing a piece of equipment that stopped working, not her fault. And then where's T Street Controversy? Oh, maybe it's this one on here. Chief Benson. Wow, I ain't seen her in a long time. Chief Benson. Huh. Amazing. Here you go. T Street Controversy. About time. And, dang, Barrios. He defeated Maidana, but he got his butt kicked.
August the 3rd card is filled with us, PBC fighters like Eastside Cruz, Radio Venice.
Alright. So I'm gonna get started on her song. Do a little something with it. And hopefully I have it done by tomorrow. I didn't get out the door at 8 o'clock. And that's only because I had to go to the market to grab some stuff. Other than that, I wouldn't even went out today. But I went out today to go to the market, trying to save money. 2 days in a row, I haven't spent $20 on some food, and we're gonna continue to do that. All we doing is eating. I gotta get some veggies in my system, but oatmeal with every stuff in it, and hummus at night. That's it. But I need to get some veggies. I'm getting mostly for my supplements. I'm getting veggies, but yeah, holla at your boy. This would be hard if I can sit this up, but I ain't gonna be able to sit this up because it's gonna keep moving. As I can sit it flat down. Talking about my MPC one, I'm gonna make this track on. I gotta save this. Yeah, so I ended up setting my system up totally different from the way it was yesterday because again, I don't know what happened. I got back here and all of a sudden a piece of equipment wasn't working. That was a major piece of equipment. But then I found out how to do something different. So, and with that being said, now I've been cleaning, I've been Cloroxing everything down. I don't know the last time I've been back here cleaning. I was back here last, recording the last album, but I ain't cleaned it before. I wasn't cleaning up like before I started, like I'm doing today. I cleaned out the vocal booth. The vocal booth is nice and clean. I gotta get some get some more candles, some more incense. I'd rather get incense, because even though they don't last long, at least you burn them, they just burn. Candles is like, man, once they get down low, now I gotta dig in and really try to get to the wick, painting the wicker. You know what I mean? So right now I got my computer up here, I gotta turn on. Stop playing. What are you doing here? I don't know why I ain't wiped down this keyboard. Well, I can kind of do it now. I'm not doing any typing yet. And you wipe down all this gear. Just give it back and getting dust. I ain't been back here using it. Doggone shame. I don't know why I got 2 cables coming out of the back of that. But, yeah. That's cool, because I found a new way to use something back here. And it worked out. So I got to figure out what's wrong with that piece I can't use anymore. It's going to be orchestra set. Work. So I don't know. I'm going to try to do a track. I'm going to try to get it done tonight while I'm looking at the fight. Pretty much. I know you guys can't hear me. Thank you for stopping by, those who stopped by and want to say hi and so on and so forth. But yeah, I ain't doing anything this weekend. That's crazy. I ain't doing anything Friday. I mean, last night I went by to see DJ Technique. I danced a couple songs. I ain't going nowhere. Music popping. Females cheer dancing. I said, that's all you're going to do, see a cheer dance? Yeah, we waiting for this and waiting for that and waiting for my food to digest. Bye. Next thing you know, I got the floor popping. Because wherever I go, people ain't dancing, I'm going to get the floor popping. If I got to get on the floor by myself, I'm getting on the floor popping. It's exercise. I enjoy myself. Women like the way I dance. How do you do? All right, so let's get with it. Well, that's how I get with anything. I got to concentrate over here. I'm going to play in my studio. Not sure what you guys are going to do, but this is what I'm going to do. All right? I'll holler. Y'all can sit here and watch me. Well, you don't have to. I just got on YouTube because I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll do her fast track. The other since I did slow track. Messed that up. I forgot where the doggone thingy was. So here we go. Let me do that. I hear it in my head. I gotta move to the next track, duh. Come on, homie. I be forgetting stuff, man. That's why I gotta stay back here and keep pushing. All right, yeah.
forgive me for going on a bit of a rant here, but it's fights like this that should not be happening. Fabian McDonough, the younger brother of Marcos Ochino McDonough, should go on to lose a unanimous decision to WBC interim champion Mario Barrios, who got that belt from beating Yordenis last September. Mario Barrios now 28-2 with 18 KOs. Good fighter, but never been really high on him. Let's not forget how he got his face broken years back by, where's he at? Bakhtir Akhmedov. I covered that card back in 2019. Since then, I put a big question mark around him. So for him to win, if he does win, right now we hear real time. Canelo Munguia main event is coming up next on this pay-per-view. And now that we wrap up the undercard for Canelo versus, we're going to wait for the cards, by the way. Now to wrap up the undercard for Canelo versus Munguia, I am giving this card a 4 undercard. 4 of 10. Amanda Stadionis versus Gabriel Mistri. Nice solid fight. Good on paper, but really didn't live up. Brandon Figueroa got the stoppage against Jesse Magdaleno, who came in 4.3 pounds overweight, by the way. But overall, just was a stinker. The pay-per-view opened up by the way, Stadionis versus Mistri. And then Figueroa versus Magdaleno. And now Mario Barrios versus Fabian McDonough. Let's listen to the cards. We'll see. Here we are. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to talk after.
The judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored about the same, 116 to 111. All 3 in favor of the winner. And still champion Mario Barrios.
So all 3 say 116, 111, maybe a little closer than you thought, Chris. A lot closer than I thought. I didn't give my doubt more than 3 rounds in this fight, plus the knockdown there. Far too close for my taste.
Barrios had a great entrance. I guess we can say that.
Mario, congratulations.
Steve Green's back.
In the 3rd round, did you feel as though you were going to be able to end the fight and it wouldn't go the distance? I knew he came here for a hard 2 rounds, and my hats off to my dad. He came in here like a warrior, how I thought he was. It's always these type of fights that are always the ones that you don't see coming, that are usually the hardest. And but yeah, it was a great fight. Your eye is basically closed. How much did it affect you here in the later rounds? I started feeling it right away. It was hard to find my range, to get my rhythm and everything down. He had a good lateral movement. He was picking the shots really well, and but yeah, it definitely played a factor. I'm not happy with my performance, but thank you for everybody being here. I appreciate the support. A todo mi gente mexicano, a todos los que están aquí en San Antonio. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck with your done. Thank you, Jim. Mauro, back to you.
Okay, so let's talk about what's supposed to go on. On August the 3rd, you're going to have Terrence Crawford taking on Israel Madrimov for the 154-pound WBA title. We just heard and saw him in the crowd at Canelo Munguia, Sebastian Fendora. Still looking like he's healing up from that broken nose because both his eyes are black. Fendora's supposed to be returning in December. Now, when Fedora does return, he's got to fight the winner of Israel Madrimov and Terrence Crawford, which has a WBO interim on the line. If he doesn't, he gets stripped of that WBO. We all know Errol Spence wants to fight him. There is Oscar De La Hoya. So he put on 147. Crawford is supposed to drop these belts. Stadionis and Gabriel Mistri to be elevated to full champion. Barrios is going to be elevated to full champion. Cody Crowley is getting his mandatory shot against Jerome Boots Ennis on July the 13th. And Crawford still has that WBO. But he's expected to drop it. And Giovanni Santillan, I gotta pronounce his name, I always do that. is expected to fight Lord Shakram Gaisov for that vacant WBO title. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we could see Mario Barrios versus Amanda Stanionis later on this year. Maybe we can see it on that Fundora card when he returns against Errol possibly to unify those belts. And let's keep open the possibility of, now that we see that PBC is working with the Saudis. As you can see, that August the 3rd card is filled with us PBC fighters like Isaac Cruz, Rayo Venezuela, just to name a couple. So we could see Boots Ennis versus Amanda Stanionis to unify, of course, if Boots beats Cody Crowley or Barrios on the Saudi card, possibly promoted by Matchroom. So now that door is open, but it's a safe bet to see that possibly. See, the most money will likely be with Boots. To be perfectly honest, Boots has come with a lot of money behind him in that division now. So Barrios and Stanionis can make career paydays fighting Boots Ennis because of his backing. But if PBC wants to keep it in-house, then, they can make Mario Barrios versus Amanda Stanionis, but it will be on pay-per-view as a co-feature to something. And I can see possibly PBC's November pay-per-view or their December pay-per-view, whoever it's going to be. With that being said, as I said, I am not, we should have known better because, I did know better because when you have a guy like Canelo fighting on the card, and, the Saudis are an exception. When the zone first came in, they were an exception. But when you have Canelo fighting Munguia on this card, Canelo is going to make at least $30, $40, $50 million. The undercard is going to be scarce. On paper, Figueroa and Magdalena was supposed to be a barn burner, despite the fact that it's a fight that nobody cared about to ask for. Mario Barrios and McDonald was supposed to be, I guess, exciting. And the technical fight of all the fights on the card, on the undercard, was supposed to be Stanionis versus Street. And I did watch the prelims with Vito Monique going the distance with Ronald Cruz. Monique is only 21, by the way, been around so long, it seems. And Jesus Ramos returning against Johan Gonzalez. So these were the 6 fights that we've been able to see, 5 fights so far, we've been able to see before we get to the main event. And I gotta be honest, 4 of 10. I'm not trying to be a whore. I'm not trying to be a hoe, but 4 of 10. And the Haney Garcia undercard wasn't that much better. However, we did get some excitement with Sean McComb winning the night, but losing to Arnold Barboza. There was no fight on this undercard that we was watching like, oh shit, this is a really, really good fight. The closest to a good fight that was like kind of exciting was Stanionis versus Street. So, and of course, Figueroa got the knockout. So that's my wrap up of the undercard. And the main event is up next. And remember, we're going to be doing a live post-fight show where we're going to be talking about everything. After Canelo versus Munguia. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and teach your controversy with 5v360.
Pound champ Devin Haney with us once again on SportsCenter. So Garcia denies the doping. What are your thoughts on the denial?
Of course. Whoever got caught doping and admitted, I think it would have been the first in history. So,
how would you describe what you felt in the ring? Was there anything unusual that you sensed?
I can't really say. That. I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. I'm a special kind of fighter, so I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I've never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So, I I felt like something was up, but you know, I didn't want to make any excuses or be that guy. You know, at the end of the day. So I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what, he was a better man. He was a better man that night, and I go back to the drawing board and figure out, what's next. But it definitely had me questioning, a lot of things, my preparation, my trainers, my team, myself. But that's what a loss will do to you in general.
Now that the allegations are there, and again, we'll need a B sample to prove it conclusively, but how confident are you that things would have gone different if, in fact, he was doping?
I mean, I can sit here and say how things would have went different, but it's a reality. When I want to be on an even playing field, no matter if a guy's better than me or not. Right. It's only fair that when we step in that ring, we're equal, and especially boxing is a brutal sport. We put our lives on the line. I could have lost my life in that ring, and that's just reality. But I also could have took his life. He could have taken my life. That's just that we run that risk when we step in the ring. I understand that, but when a guy is taking in performance enhancement drugs, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the guys in the ring.
You know how boxing marketing works. This is only going to drive more interest in a rematch between the two of you. Yeah. How interested are you in getting back in there with him again?
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. We see the type of person that he is. I don't see myself ever getting back in the ring. But I'm a fighter. I'm speaking, right now with how I feel. But we never know what the future holds.
Hypothetically, though, what kind of assurances would you need if there was interest in doing this fight?
I don't know. We have to see down the line. But as of right now, it wouldn't be a fight that I would really entertain. Like I said, this guy showed his character. He showed that he would do anything to win, including cheat. And that's just reality. A guy that would do anything to win. This is a sport at the end of the day. Boxing is just a sport. We put our lives on the line. So he put my life in jeopardy. So now it's deeper than boxing with me. I don't even want to. I want to take this thing somewhere else now because it's like I said. He could have did some real dangerous things to me tonight.
All right, we appreciate you coming by to give us your perspective on things, and best of luck moving forward. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, WBC 140-pound champ Devin Haney with us on Sports Center.
To get to you, once again, this later after the big fight, obviously very trying and I'm sure a very frustrating week for you. Can you tell us your reaction to the news that came out earlier this week?
Straight bullshit. It's a con job. Everybody knows Victor Conte is a piece of shit. We all know it. He literally helped design fucking VADA. This is fucking bullshit. All of a sudden, I test positive. This is straight bullshit. Bro, how the heck do I go months and months not testing positive for nothing, then on the last day, the day before and the day after I'm positive? Where the... Bro, this is some A1 bullshit. I don't even know how this is possible. But again, I'm not going to shy away from no question. Ask me any question.
Well, just curious, what is the process now, right?
Well, I asked for the B sample already. I got professionals looking over all my supplements to see if it was tainted. And we're going to figure it out. But again, I don't really give a fuck. I don't have to prove myself. I know Victor Conte is a piece of shit. So, at the end of the day, how can we trust somebody that was banned from fucking baseball, and then you come to our sport, and you have designed the testing that tested me positive? Bro, if you guys don't think this is an inside job, you got another thing coming for you, and I'm going to prove it.
Devin said yesterday he's not interested in a rematch. What's your response to that?
His face is still fucked up. He can
I
barely speak. Yeah, I look at rematch either because I'm for sure. I won't even ask his dad to save him anymore. I asked him. His dad fucked up his life. He's never gonna be the same.
Apologies, I have to ask the question.
Dosage, the frequency, and the length of time that you have taken the drug. There are several cases where people have tested positive for ostarine, then tested negative, then tested positive, then tested negative. Now what happens is that some of these molecules can get lodged in adipose or fat tissue, And then when you do things like weight cut for a fight and you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay, some of these molecules can be released and all of a sudden there's a positive drug test from exposure in the past. And you may have even had negative tests during training camp, but at some point in time, there was exposure. Now, there may not have been intent to cheat. We don't know this, but I keep hearing, oh, it was in tiny concentrations. Let me explain something. This test for anabolic steroids, as well as the SARMs and ostarine, is a qualitative test, not a quantitative test. They have something called a mass spectrogram fragmentation pattern. It's like a fingerprint. It either matches or it doesn't. So you're either pregnant or you're not. You're not just a tiny bit pregnant. Am I making sense? He had exposure. Strict liability rule states you are responsible for what's in your body no matter how it got there. So he's going to have to go before a commission, the New York Commission, and explain and prove. The burden of proof is on him. He has to prove where he got exposed to this. Now he's going to have to look at all the supplements that he'd taken and other things. But if he's unable to prove that, then he's likely going to be suspended.
There's been some talk coming from the Garcia camp that he took ashwagandha route. Could that potentially be a source for Oscars?
Okay, let's hope for Ryan Garcia's sake that that's where he got it, okay? Because if he can they'll get that bottle. I saw him hold the bottle and petting it, the ashwagandha root. Okay, let's hope and pray for him that is where he got it, because they will find that lot number, they will go buy that in a store, they will test that, and if they find it in there, then he can possibly receive what they call a no-fault or negligence ruling, meaning he proved there was no intent to cheat. He bought ashwagandha. It doesn't say that it's got ostarine on the label, and therefore that will exonerate him. My guess is that's not going to happen. They have pretty much cleaned up. I'm not going to say there are not supplements out there that are contaminated, but let me tell you what I think is more likely. When you make underground anabolic steroids, when you make testosterone or nandrolone or ostarine or clomiphene, any of these drugs that these boxes are testing positive for, these are not coming from an upjohn formulated pharmaceutical where you can buy them at CVS or Walgreens, okay? They're being made in an underground basement lab, and they buy these powders in China, they put them on a hot plate, they cook them up in these beakers and flasks, they don't wash the glassware adequately because they're selling these, most of these, 80% of these drugs that are on the market are being sold out of the trunks of cars and dark alleys behind gyms. And they're for the purposes of building some bigger biceps so you can catch more pretty girls, okay? It's not for elite athletes like Ryan Garcia. So, whatever else he may have been taking, the biggest barn door that's open at this point is synthetic testosterone. Your body makes about 7 milligrams a day. When they do the TE ratio, testosterone to epi-testosterone ratio, it's 4 to 1. Well, that means you could take all the way up to 27 milligrams of testosterone per day and fly under the radar or the allowable limit. So guys can double or triple their levels by microdosing every day. But the problem is, when they do that, and they got a source of testosterone from an underground lab, it may be contaminated with ostarine or nandrolone or other substances. Make sense? So it's more likely that, like I say, when you lie down with dogs, don't be surprised when you get up with fleas. So we'll find out. My guess is and prediction is we're going to hear a bunch of my dog ate my homework type of excuses. Let's hope for him that he can find a way to exonerate himself. And let's for just a moment talk about Devin Haney, my guy, and how horrible this is for him that he has to deal with this stuff. And until
To get you once again later after the big fight, obviously very trying and I'm sure a very frustrating week for you. Can you tell us your reaction to the news that came out earlier this week?
Straight bullshit. It's a con job. Everybody knows Victor Conte is a piece of shit. We all know it. He literally have designed fucking Vada. This is fucking bullshit. All of a sudden, I test positive. This is straight bullshit. Bro, how the heck do I go months and months not testing positive for nothing, then on the last day, the day before, the day after, I'm positive? Where the... Bro, this is some A1 bullshit. I don't even know how this is possible. But again, I'm not going to shy away from no question. Ask me any question.
Just curious, what is the process now, right?
Well, I asked for the B sample already. I got professionals looking over all my supplements to see if it was tainted, and we're gonna figure it out. But again, I don't really give a fuck. I don't have to prove myself. I know Victor Conte is a piece of shit. So at the end of the day, how can we trust somebody that was banned from fucking baseball, and then you come to our sport and you help design the testing that tested me positive? Bro, if you guys don't think this is an inside job, you got another thing coming for you, and I'm gonna prove it.
He said yesterday, Devin said yesterday he's not interested in a rematch. What's your response to that?
His face is still fucked up. He can barely speak. Yeah, fucking rematch either, because I'm for sure. I won't even ask his dad to save him anymore. I asked him. His dad fucked up his life. He's never gonna be the same.
Apologies, I had to ask.
It's been a crazy week, crazy week, or a crazy couple of weeks. So I'm going to be honest, straight from the beginning. Ryan Garcia has a lot of casual fans, a lot of fans who don't watch boxing like us hardcore fans. He has a lot of fans who haven't seen fighters like or been around covering the sport, looking forward to fights where Alexander Povetkin popped dirty, Joe Big Baby Miller pops dirty, Oscar Valdez pops dirty, Dylan White pops dirty multiple times. Tyson Fury had his scandal with the war. Countless fighters have popped dirty over the years, but you have this influx of casual fans, the fans that we always heard Ryan Garcia has. Those Instagram followers, those Twitter followers, those young, impressionable fans. They don't know no better, so he can spiel all kind of shit to them. And they're like, yeah, how did it pop up all of a sudden during fight week? How did they let him fight if it was in his system? Why wasn't he tested 2 weeks before the fight? Why wasn't it, a whole, but they don't know no better. That's why I don't debate with them, and you're wasting your time. Because it's like this. Ryan Garcia can say whatever he wants to them. To the fans, to the casual fans, because they don't know no better. And if you notice throughout all of this, he's only said one, actually two. He said it was from ashwagandha. I take that stuff. You're supposed to help with your memory, focus, sleep, overall well-being. I've been on a holistic type of living the last year or so. By the way, I do take snack. I take their pre-workout. Good stuff. I've been taking it for over a year now. So once again, let's go listen to this, and hopefully this will make a little bit more sense to you. And we're going to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Teacher Controversial 5U360. We got a lot to talk about on the show here today. We got 45 minutes, so of course we got to talk about the Ryan Garcia scandal. I think personally, deep in my heart, I think he did it. There's too much that will have to happen. And all of this for Devin Haney, all of this a big conspiracy, and I'm sorry, it's hard for me to believe that the Hollywood elites, the cabal, the Illuminati, the people, the Bohemian Grove people, it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe that they're like, you know what? Let's get Ryan Garcia. His post-fight piss, and that piss and that blood after the weigh-in and after the fight, let's taint it. Put some stuff that's on the banned list in there. Put a little teaspoon of Ostarine. Get a little teaspoon of Ostarine in his piss and his blood. Taint it. It's hard for me to believe. And what Victor Conte said, he did an interview, a very long interview, as you can see here with TMZ. As you can see here. pretty much breaking it down. You can say whatever you want about the man. The man has been involved in his own scandals. I guess you can say he's a steroid PED guru. If somebody knows how to cheat a test, it would be him. He knows all the ins and outs of the drugs, the molecules, all of the science, mumbo jumbo, all of it. I am not a doctor. I'm not going to act like I'm a doctor. But one thing for sure is Ryan Garcia said everything besides like, yo, how did it get in your system? You want me to believe? And he's been saying it. And he's been saying, oh, it's because he's hanging with Trump. Oh, it's because of Victor Conte. Oh, it's because Save the Children, the Bohemian Grove, it got me when I was 2. Oh, it was the ashwagandha. And if you don't know, if you still are failing to believe, Ryan Garcia is dealing with a big-time alcohol issue, a big-time substance abuse issue. I can't believe anything that comes out of this man's mouth. So we're going to take a deep dive into this. We got a lot to talk about. I got so many links open. For example, this right here, this is his first statement of when it came out. These are the type of people that he has the influence over, the fans that don't watch the bot. They're not hardcores like us. So he can say, yeah, well, you know, it got into the system, I don't know. And they're like, yeah, Brian, of course we believe you. Listen to this shit. Oh, wait, here we go.
What's up, everybody? I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated. Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? You know,
Who are these people?
why didn't they come out with this before, you know, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step in?
Now here's the thing. He knows better. This is a boxer. Big amateur background. He knows better. He knows that the results don't come back right away, 72 hours or so. It has to take time to get to the lab. Oh, remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking about just the basics of what we know as hardcore boxing fans. They take the piss before and the blood before and after. It's got to be shipped to the lab, got to be tested. We've heard countless times about how fighters would fail a drug test, right? And then we may not hear about it for a week or 2 after the fight. This is not new practice. So for him trying to act like to these people who don't know no better, he can talk that shit to them. But until he gets somebody like me, something be like, yo, bro, how did that shit get in your system? You are not going to tell me who's been watching boxing for all of these years that you don't know how the fucking drug testing shit works. So the shit's already bullshit. He's already off on a bad foot to me. And I like to give fighters the benefit of the doubt. But it's like he's already off to a bad start.
What's up, everybody? I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated. Everybody knows that I don't cheat.
No, we don't.
What can I say? You know, why didn't they come out with this before, you know, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step in the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, you know?
Red flag 1.
Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I've never taken a steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, you know, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded, so.
Lies.
Big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I'll tell you guys every.
Fuck the Haitians! What's up, everybody?
So me personally, I believe that normally when these fighters take these type of things, they make sure it's out of there. I'll break it down in layman's terms. Once again, I'm not no damn doctor. But they'll take whatever they're taking that's illegal. And they have a certain time frame where they need to be flushed out of their system. And it's a science down to it, to how much body fat they may have, and you know how much may linger around in the body. But him, with his erratic behavior leading up to the fight, I think that if he was taking some shit, he didn't cycle off right, got caught. That's happened to so many fighters. Where, you know, they may miss a day of doing what they're supposed to be doing to cleanse their system, and then boom, it pops up. So let's go take a gander at his Instagram. Here's the other. So these were the first two statements he made when the news first broke. Here's what he said he took. That's what he said. First accused that it may be in there. Ashwagandha root stress support. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to find that batch number. You know, it's going to be a little number somewhere, code on there. You know, they're going to go test all of that stuff and see, like, hey, was this tainted anywhere? They're going to trace it back as far as they can. But he's not saying it's the ashwagandha anymore. He's saying tainted. He's saying somebody got a hold of his, you know, whether it was Victor Conti, you know, whether it was somebody in Vada got a hold. And all of a sudden, Vada is the enemy.
No!
So he's not making any sense. Here's his other statement.
Yo. Fake fucking news. Don't believe these fuckers, bro. I never fucking took a steroid in my fucking life. I don't even know how that shit, like, it's the weirdest shit ever.
How are they gonna come out with it like after the fact?
Supposedly they had it already, then why didn't they release it? They release it after I win? Makes no sense.
You're not quite out of the woods yet.
Yeah, no, I know. I tested the day of the fight. Nothing. And then all of a sudden it came out. Yeah. Bullshit. Bro, somebody.
That's the part that's bothering me, as he's acting like he's never taken drug tests before. Like that he doesn't know that results don't come out immediately. It's not a COVID test. You don't test before the fight. And then they'd be like, yeah, your test came back positive. Go ahead, man. I mean, negative, ring walk. Nah, that's what's bothering me. That's what's grinding my gears.
Hey, somebody.
He knows better.
It's all right. Everybody relax. It's still the greatest show in the world. You saying it's facts?
No.
Let us know.
No, this is definitely fake news.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Supposedly, yeah. If they had this information, they should have released this before the fight went down. Because why would you let a cheater step into the ring?
Mind you, the test was taken on the 19th and the 20th. So after the weigh-in and after the fight.
Right? All of a sudden I win. All of a sudden I win and then you release it? Seems kind of fishy to me. I know in my heart of hearts I didn't cheat, so I'm gonna keep trolling this shit. This shit is fucking hilarious. At the end of the day, you know, I'm definitely innocent. I mean, it's just, again, people just, I don't know, they hate on the truth, they hate on people that speak out, you know, they cheat, bro. They fucking cheat, bro. They're cheating by trying to take my victory. Fuck them. Fuck these motherfuckers. Tell them to suck my dick. I beat Devin Haney fair and square. You can suck my dick. All you motherfuckers that say I cheated, you guys can all suck my dick. I didn't fucking cheat a day in my life. Never have, never fucking will. I don't move like that. Facts.
RJ is here. What's up, baby?
Fucking believe this, bro.
Bro, this is bullshit, bro. Y'all are hearing this firsthand. Like, we're just talking right now. I didn't even call around on the phone yet, bro. This is bullshit. I'm with you every fucking day, 24/7. Never seen any of this stuff, bro. I'm hot.
Bro, I'm hot as fuck, bro. Where did this shit come from? Bro, this is fucking crazy.
They test you every week. Every week.
Every fucking week.
Every week.
So they said they found in my system 9 to 10 days before the fight. When the fuck did I take steroids? And why would I start taking that shit 9 to 10 days before?
So let me stop right there. I want you to listen to that. And let's go to the Victor Conti interview he did with TMZ 13 hours ago. And we're going to listen to it. Obviously, I can't show you the footage, but we can listen to it. And I want you to hear what he has to say about how it can be found in your system. And basically, that maybe Ryan Garcia was cutting weight and a little bit of that. Let me let him explain, because once again, I'm not a damn doctor.
Take a drug test, fail this test. I mean, how
Let
could
me
that happen?
explain this. It depends upon the dosage, the frequency, and the length of time that you have taken the drug. There are several cases where people have tested positive for ostarine, then tested negative, then tested positive, then tested negative. Now what happens is that some of these molecules can get lodged in adipose or fat tissue, and then when you do things like weight cut for a fight and you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay?
So listen, all right, I don't want to interrupt. So what I'm gathering from it, tell me if I'm wrong. So when you're cutting weight, you have a higher chance of popping dirty because it may have been hidden in the fat molecules, I'm guessing. Whatever you may have took or not taken. Are you kind of following that? Let me rewind it back a little bit. That's what I'm gathering from it. So as Ryan Garcia is cutting weight and likely drinking and everything, whatever he's doing.
No, he couldn't have cheated because how could he be so stupid knowing he was going to have to take a drug test? So, I mean, is there a way to mask this? Is there a way for this to get out of your system? I mean, why, not necessarily saying Ryan did this, but why would a fighter, knowing he has to take a drug test, fail this test? I mean, how
Let
could
me
that happen?
explain this. It depends upon the dosage, the frequency, and the length of time that you have taken the drug. There are several cases where people have tested positive for ostarine, then tested negative, then tested positive, then tested negative. Now what happens is that some of these molecules can get lodged in adipose or fat tissue, and then when you do things like weight cut for a fight and you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay, some of these molecules can be released and all of a sudden there's a positive drug test from exposure in the past. And you may have even had negative tests during training camp, but at some point in time, there was exposure. Now, there may not have been intent to cheat. We don't know this, but I keep hearing, oh, it was in tiny concentrations. Let me explain something. This test for anabolic steroids, as well as the SARMs and ostarine, is a qualitative test, not a quantitative test. They have something called a mass spectrogram fragmentation pattern. It's like a fingerprint. It either matches or it doesn't. So you're either pregnant or you're not. You're not just a tiny bit pregnant. Am I making sense? He had exposure. Strict liability rule states you are responsible for what's in your body no matter how it got there. So he's going to have to go before a commission, the New York Commission, and explain and prove. The burden of proof is on him. He has to prove where he got exposed to this. Now he's going to have to look at all the supplements that he'd taken and other things. But if he's unable to prove that, then he's likely going to be suspended.
So, once again, what I'm gathering from it is somewhere along the line, it couldn't have been, and they're not saying that he took it the week before, but somewhere along the line in training camp, it was in his system. And it may have been, he may have been passing tests. I'm trying to break it down as simple as I got it. He may have been passing tests all in camp. He had extra weight on. He wasn't cutting weight yet. So what I'm hearing is little molecules from that ostarine or whatever. They're hidden in the fat. So you get closer to a fight, you're cutting weight, you're losing fat. Boom! It's out there, like it's easier to detect because it's not being hidden behind much fat. You kind of get what I'm saying? I hope I broke it down the best way I could from what I gathered from it. Which is why the day of the weigh-in, it showed up because that was it was a weight cut. So it was like, wait a minute, you cut all this fat. Something's in your system. It's not saying it was in there, you was doing it the week of. But somewhere along the line, there was some exposure to where you lost all this body weight. It's easier to detect this. There it is. We found it. How'd that get in there? So he's saying it's the ashwagandha. What I don't like, as I said earlier in the video, is that he's catering or pandering to his TikTok fans, his IG OnlyFans people who don't watch boxing, who don't know no better, and he's telling them anything like he don't know how drug testing works. Like this guy will have multiple fights. What is he, 27 fights or something? I forgot. And he's gonna act like he don't know how drug testing works. Like, well, wait a minute, how did, for example, listen to this dumb shit. I'm gonna play it again. So I'm hoping all this is making sense and why to me it's looking like, yo, you hiding something. And this is me just looking at it. Like, I'm not trying to be no doctor. I'm not Dr. T Street. I don't have no medical degree, no nothing. But from what we're learning that's right there in front of our face, it's like, yo, bro, this don't look good. And I am not going down a conspiracy route because, once again, the burden is on him. He's got to prove to us all this playing around and joking around because he's facing a suspension. Maybe 2 years. Not to mention a major hit to his reputation, because the one thing I was saying, I don't know if I said it in my post-fight video, I said, yo, I didn't want to say it on video, I think I might have, I didn't want to look like a hater. I said, yo, man, for him to get the type of win like this, he better not pop dirty. I'm talking about something for nothing.
What can I say, why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would
he knows better? That right there, red flag.
They let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded, so.
Lies.
Big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I'll tell you, this guy heavy.
Fuck the Haiti! What's up?
Mind you, drinking or not, his substance abuse, drinking issues, from what we've been seeing from him, and tell me if I'm wrong, we've never seen him this big between fights. I understand fighters blow up, I get it, but we've never seen him this big between fights.
See you once again this later after the big fight. Obviously a very trying and I'm sure a very frustrating week for you. Can you tell us your reaction to the news that came out earlier this week?
Straight bullshit. It's a con job. Everybody knows Victor Conte is a piece of shit. We all know it. He literally helped design fucking VADA. This is fucking bullshit. All of a sudden, I test positive. This is straight bullshit. Bro, how the heck do I go months and months not testing positive for nothing, then on the last day, the day before and the day after I'm positive? Where the... Bro, this is some A1 bullshit. I don't even know how this is possible. But again, I'm not going to shy away from no question. Ask me any question.
Well, just curious, what is the process now, right?
Well, I asked for the B sample already. I got professionals looking over all my supplements to see if it was tainted, and we're going to figure it out. But again, I don't really give a fuck. I don't have to prove myself. I know Victor Conte is a piece of shit. So, at the end of the day, how can we trust somebody that was banned from fucking baseball, and then you come to our sport, and you have designed
nice.
that tested me positive?
That's
Bro,
nice. I like that. Oh, hold on. Stop messing up.
Here's the thing, that may all be true.
Oh, snap.
But, once again, is that what he's going with? He's saying that Victor Conte is tainted. Is that what he's doing? Is he going to be able to prove that to the New York State Athletic Commission that, yeah, Victor Conte tainted, like, yeah, it was VADA? Now, look, this is what he posted about Devin Haney's brother. Like, he's really going down the whole conspiracy route.
On Saturday, you see what happened, but it's okay. Wins and losses is what makes us losses. We did everything right in training camp, no excuses. I just don't know how Ryan did everything wrong and won, but like I said, no excuses. All going to be told out, but something crazy though is I was on the prayer mat today and I was just telling me he's going to test positive for his drug test. Keeps going in my brain and I'm like, no excuses. I mean, everything happens for a reason. And he said, keep saying he's going to test positive for his drug test. He's going to test positive for his drug test. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll go every time. There's never really a worship but Allah.
So one thing I can say is it's pretty polarizing because you got fans. Oh, by the way, don't be surprised if this becomes a thing. Conor McGregor, Ryan Garcia in the next year or two. Don't be surprised. If you haven't listened to Devin Haney, look, he can step in tomorrow. Look, he bigger than Canelo was 168 pounds. What he's saying right here. By the way, he's been drinking all day. He was on Instagram Live getting fucked up earlier. So yeah, my man's going through some things. And listen, if he gets suspended, we don't know if it hit yet, but that depression going to hit him hard. So hopefully, you know, he getting the help that he needs, his family staying close, just wait. Because right now it's looking like it's bound to happen. Because he's not doing anything to clear his name right now. Not enough, except blaming everybody and, you know, not looking for supplements or anything. Well, he's saying it's coming from the ashwagandha, or he's saying they're saying that it's coming from the ashwagandha.
Keep on bullshit, bro. Okay, so supposedly I'm clean the whole way through. The last little moment I supposedly took steroids. I'm not that much of a fucking
Yeah, you didn't do it.
These motherfuckers set it up. How do they have this excuse already built in? His fucking brother was like, oh, he's something that's positive for PEDs.
Right.
How the fuck would you know that? They trying to claim me, trying to take my victory. I never took steroids in life, never would. These motherfuckers are clowns. He just claimed I don't want no rematch. So there won't be no rematch. I beat the shit out of him. It was the easiest fucking fight I've ever had in my life. So I'm not gonna fight him again. I felt like I was fighting an amateur. I made it look like he shouldn't even be in the ring with me. But if you want to do it again, I'm gonna end up even worse. Because he's never gonna be the same after an ass whooping. You take an ass whooping like that, people on bullshit.
I don't know, man. Like, listen, you know, well, he proved this all wrong when he beat up Devin Haney. So if he can prove it's all wrong, you know, and we find out that, oh yeah, the ashwagandha factory, they had tainted it. It was tainted, it was in there somewhere. If he can do that, but it's not looking like he's trying to. It's looking like he's trying to blame, you know, corruption, the Hollywood elites, the cabal, the Illuminati, Ghislaine Maxwell. He's trying to blame all them, the Bohemian Grove. He's saying they're coming down on him hard because he exposed the elites. For what? Look, Canelo weighed in at 166.4. I think it was 166.6 actually. We're gonna watch that weigh in a little bit. And as you can see, Ryan Garcia is about 180 or so pounds. Making Canelo look small. I understand Canelo's at the weigh-in, yeah, okay, Ryan Garcia, but still, I haven't seen Ryan Garcia looking this big before. Cooking, my man. Let's go listen to what Devin Haney had to say. He was on ESPN. They put an interview out earlier today. As you can see, he's big as all hell, too. Y'all think his face, y'all think his jaw broke and something happened? Look at the size of my man Mitt.
WBC 140-pound champ Devin Haney with us once again on Sports.
I can't show you that, obviously.
Garcia denies the doping. What are your thoughts on the denial?
I mean, of course. I mean, whoever you know, got caught doping it.
I don't know, my man is huge, too. What are these guys doing, man? What are these guys be doing? Let's go back and listen.
Denies the doping. What are your thoughts on the denial?
I mean, of course. I mean, whoever you know, got caught doping it and you know, admitted it, I think it would have been the first in history. So,
how would you describe what you felt in the ring? Was there anything unusual that you sensed?
I mean, I can't really say, you know, that. I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. You know, I'm a special kind of fighter, so, you know, I never fought, and, you know, a guy has been that much better than me. You know, I've never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So, you know, I felt like something was up, but, you know, I didn't want to make any excuses or, you know, be that guy, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what? He was a better man. He was a better man that night. And, you know, go back to the drawing board and figure out, you know, what's next. But it definitely had me questioning, you know, a lot of things. My preparation, you know, my trainers, my team, myself. But that's what a loss will do to you in general.
Now that the allegations are there, and again, we'll need a B sample to prove it conclusively, but how confident are you that things would have gone different if in fact he was doping?
I mean, I can sit here and say how things would have went different, but you know, it's a reality. You know, when I want to be on an even playing field, no matter if a guy is better than me or not.
Right.
You know, it's only fair that, you know, when we step in that ring, we're equal, and especially, you know, boxing is a brutal sport. You know, we put our lives on the line. I could have, you know, lost my life in that ring. You know, and that's just reality. But I also could have took his life. He could have took my life. That's just that we run that risk when we step in the ring. I understand that, but when a guy is you know, taking in performance enhancement drugs, you know, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for you know, the guys in the ring.
You know how boxing marketing works. This is only going to drive more interest in a rematch between the two of you. How interested are you in getting back in there with him again?
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. You know, during the build-up, we seen a lot of interesting things from him. You know, we seen his character. We seen the guy cheat. We see the type of person that he is. I don't see myself ever, you know, getting back in the ring. But you know, I'm a fighter. I'm speaking, you know, right now how I feel. But we never know what the future holds.
Hypothetically, though, what kind of assurances would you need if there was interest in doing this fight?
I don't know. We have to see down the line. But as of right now, it wouldn't be a fight that I would really entertain.
You know, I would want to say it again. Obviously, it's a bigger fight. And let me tell you something. I don't believe that the fight did no 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. That hasn't been confirmed anywhere or by any reputable sources. Even said anything close to that number. And it's hard for me to believe that with the lack of buzz leading up to the fight and into the fight, it's a fight night that those pay-per-view buys magically appeared. I don't believe it. I also do not believe that Ryan Garcia made, $12 million betting on himself. Don't believe it at all. I believe that, I genuinely believe that he's been drunk and some erratic behavior leading all the way up to the fight. And I think there was a feather in his cap, and I gave him props for, damn, he went in there drunk, undisciplined, unfocused, and still beat up Devin Haney. That's a feather in his cap. But with the PD allegations, because of his erratic behavior and because of maybe the lack of confidence in himself, we heard from his father. Go look at a Fight Hype interview his father did after the fight. It was a long interview. He was sitting in the car wearing a black jacket, I believe. Go listen to Derek James. This is a man that was crying in camp. Ryan Garcia having a hard camp. What his father said, 1,000 times worse than the Duarte camp. He said that if he had the same camp as he had as Duarte, he would have been knocked Devin Haney out. So you had all sources close to Ryan Garcia, even his own team, Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya, all saying like, yo, we were concerned about him going into that fight. Really concerned. I don't believe he was trolling. I believe that Ryan Garcia is really having some significant alcohol issues. That's what I genuinely believe. That is my opinion. But it is a feather in his cap that he was able to do all of that prior to being popped for PEDs, that he beat the shit out of Devin Haney. The power of the drink. That liquid courage. Now, do I feel that he's going to beat this scandal? Listen, if he's saying all God above, you know, if the way he's been talking, it's like he knows he's innocent. It's hard for me to believe, and then what we know about these substances, they just don't get into, you know, you have to seek it out. So the burden is on him to prove that he didn't do it. Do I think that he can prove that he didn't do it? The way that he's going about it, he's blaming Tank. He's blaming he's blaming the testing organization. He's blaming Victor Conti. He used to be Snack, by the way. Ryan Garcia. And if you're saying Devin Haney's dirty, you're saying Terrence Crawford's dirty, Caleb Plant's dirty, Demetrius Andrade's dirty, Marlon Esparza, several other fighters are dirty. Because if they would do all this for Devin Haney, why wouldn't they do it for anybody else? I'm 60-40, he did that shit. I'm 60-40, he did that shit. Take time out, like the video, subscribe. Let's go talk about some Canelo versus Munguia. Yo, I think Munguia can do it. Y'all think he can do it? But first, we gotta start with what I think gave some real buzz to the fight week. So if you don't know, on Wednesday was the final press conference for Canelo versus Munguia. And boy, oh boy, well, I tell you what, let's let Oscar talk about it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. Thank you very much for being here for what I truly believe will be the changing of the guard of Mexican boxing from Canelo Alvarez to Jaime Munguia. My sole purpose in this promotion is to support Jaime, an undefeated, incredible talent who deserves a stage and spotlight at this point of his career. However, I would be remiss if I didn't respond to the man I used to promote. He seems to have trouble remembering who helped him become a true global star. To be clear, I have nothing but respect for Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. His record and abilities speak for themselves. But he has spent much of the last 2 months insulting me rather than promoting this fight. So I'll make it a little bit easier for him. Yes, I have faced a lot of challenges in my life. Yes, I've been to rehab several times. Yes, there were some really low points in my life, and yes.
Look, he was about to talk about the fishnets. You could tell he wanted to say it, but he was like, nah.
There were times that work was not my priority based on my mental health, which I had neglected for so long. But that doesn't change the fact that Golden Boy built Canelo Alvarez, period. The company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it. As for Jaime, he has always dared to be great, just as he's this Saturday night.
126.
And this serves as a bit of a circle for him. Remember when Jaime was 21 years old?
Oh, hold up. I got the subtitles. I got the subtitle version here.
Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his... Remember when Jaime was 21 years old? Volunteered to step in against Triple G, and Canelo failed 2 drug tests? Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream, 2018, on Saturday night, he will do just that. Fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Tienen que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón. Tú lo escribes, ¿qué lo escribes, pendejo? Tú no escribes nada, cabrón, tú no haces nada. Tú no haces nada. Eres un pendejo, eso no eres. Eres un pendejo, cabrón, porque están nomás ahí. Los que hacen todos son los que están detrás de ti. Tú eres un pendejo nomás con la imagen, idiota. Sí. Y para este imbécil intento de gente que tengo aquí a mi izquierda, que no se le olvide que yo ya vine siendo el Canelo a Estados Unidos y que solamente lucró con mi nombre. Nunca perdí un solo centavo, sino más ganó dinero. ¿Ya le pagaste a Golovkin lo que le quería robar? Sí, muy bien, porque sí, también. Pero si no hubiera metido a mis abogados, me lo robas. Es lo único que hace este hombre es ser una lacra del boxeo, robarle a los boxeadores. Para el que esté con él, meta por favor ahí a sus abogados, porque seguramente les está robando. Es lo único que viene a hacer al boxeo. Y a lo único que viene es a robarle la atención a Jaime Munguia. No viene a promoverlo. También le roba la atención a la gente que hace las cosas para la cocina. Ya no saben si hacerlas como consoladores o como cazuelas o porque acá se las mete el muchacho. Gracias a...
Oh shit. That's my first time saying that. You know, I heard that dirty rumor about De La Hoya. You ever hear that shit in those years ago? This line right here, I know exactly what you're talking about. They don't know whether to make them like dildos because this guy puts them in him. I like how I said dildos. Why I say it like that? He was pissed.
726 Astrology Street.
He started. See, this is one of the times when I wish I wasn't Chicano born Mexican. I wish I was like natural born Mexican because I would love to speak Spanish like this and curse people out. But he got pissed.
Fulfill his dream and be world champion. Tiene que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón. Tú lo escribes, ¿qué lo escribes, pendejo? Tú no escribes nada, cabrón. Tú no haces nada. Tú no haces nada. Eres un pendejo, eso no eres. Eres un pendejo, cabrón, porque están nomás ahí. Los que hacen todos son los que están detrás de ti. Tú eres un pendejo, nomás con la imagen, idiota. Sí, sí, sí. Y para esto.
So yeah, I remember that rumor that, you know, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that. I'm still in denial about the fishnets. But yeah, since that, Oscar De La Hoya has since sent a cease and desist letter to, by the way, he showed up. Oscar De La Hoya's got some fucking balls, man. His fighter failed the drug test. His current #1 fighter, by the way, in Ryan Garcia, and he shows up taunting at the weigh-in Canelo Alvarez about the tainted meat, about failing a drug test. That's some wild shit, Oscar, man. But yeah, he has since sued. Let me see if we can get this zoomed in. Oh my God! What the fuck is this? I don't even think I want to know. What is going on?
I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed, highly favored.
What? Okay, all right, that is not PG. It's not for the kids. Oscar. I mean, one thing he says he living life, and rumors is he not high. He may be drunk, but he not high. Yeah, you know Oscar. God, I don't even want to. Anyway, let me read this. That just threw me off. All right, I gotta pull myself together. All right, that just threw me off there. Oscar, what are you? You know, I guess the guy's having fun, I guess. You know, he got those fake abs. They like surgically enhanced. What? Yeah, that's gonna take my YouTube ads away. That's for sure. This is this is pretty disturbing. I'm kinda let's go watch the weigh-in first because I'm kind of disturbed here. So that was kind of disturbing. Yeah, let's go see fucking Oscar. Fucking Oscar. I was gonna see Canelo and Jaime face off. I gotta clean my mind here. Go get some snacks.
We're gonna bring our fighters in shortly, but if you are here and supporting the challenger, Jaime Munguia, let's hear it from you. Who's for Jaime Munguia? Scattered out there as well. And the Munguia chant continues. And now we move on to the defending champion, El Orgulloso Guerrero de Guadalajara. Here's who's here for Saúl.
Yeah, I think it's best taking it about the crowd.
It's not the crowd, but in the last half an hour or so, I think more Jaime Munguia fans have shown up. It was a stark difference at the very beginning of this press conference. I think Munguia's got a decent crowd here too.
Yeah, I think it's important to note as well. This press conference has been
Fucking Oscar.
Now, a lot of the fight fans don't know that. So you're right. Maybe Munguia's fight fans are making their way in now. But
A late arrival of the T1 next.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, let's bring our fighters to the stage. First, please welcome from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, the hard-hitting world-ranked contender, the former WBO 154-pound champion, the undefeated and acclaimed challenger, Jaime Munguia.
big opportunity, big stage as well.
Pretty confident, but Chris, I have to wonder kind of what's coursing through Jaime Munguia right now, who has fought on some mid-level stages before, but has never fought on a stage like this.
Yeah, this is put up or shut up time. I mean, the feelings that he has right now walking to that way, he's going to be face-to-face with the man he has to fight tomorrow night. Butterflies is an understatement.
Yeah, not just the man he has to face, the man he's probably had a poster on the wall, the man he's been looking up to for more than a decade.
Yeah, he said that many times over the last few years. Canelo is a Mexican icon. He grew up wanting to be as good or better than Canelo Alvarez. Now, at 27 years old, he gets his shot.
Hold on, that will get me copyrighted, that music. By the way, I think Munguia got a chance.
Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the 4-division world champion, boxing first and only undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, and Orgulloso Guerrero de Guadalajara, Saúl Canelo
I have to mute that. By the way, look at that crowd. They really turned up. They really turned up. I have to mute the music. This is a ceremonial weigh-in. We notice boxing been doing this a lot lately, where they weighed in earlier today. So this is just for show. The UFC does ceremonial weigh-ins. I believe they've been doing that in case the fighters miss weight, they can negotiate behind doors. Don't have to worry about the fighters getting butt naked on a scale just to miss weight again. But yeah, the pressure of Munguia, I think, is going to give Canelo some problems. He's never seen that type of pressure before. Now, it all depends on if Munguia is going to come out in pressure. If he comes out to try to box Canelo, nah, he's going to get his shit fucked. Also, what is that always be, on all jokes aside, every single fight, Canelo gets those cold sores on the side of his lip. That's how I judge if he's gonna win or not. Like if it's a fresh cold sore, like it just won't heal, like real red, kind of pussy, I go like, yo, he had a hard camp, he gonna come to beat your ass. But that one looks a little bit more healed, like kind of scabby, like almost like maybe he peaked too early. Some people said it was herpes. I didn't say that though. You know, that shit shows up during stressful situations. But it's every single fight. It's every fight. Every fight we got that bullshit on his lip.
168 pounds. First, we'll bring the challenger to the scale. With an outstanding record of 43 wins, no losses, 34 wins coming by way of knockout. He'll be making the 7th appearance in a world title attraction. Please welcome the all-action undefeated challenger, Jaime Munguia.
Solid at 168 pounds. He's balanced between 160 and 168
huge
over the last few years, but now his last few fights, settling into that super middleweight division, settling in to that super middleweight body.
And the weight looks right, doesn't it? You know, sometimes you get guys when they jump up in weight, they kind of had a lot of muscle and it looks a bit stiff. He looks perfect at 168 pounds, Chris.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's got the height for the weight class. He's 6 foot tall. We talked about him all week, how healthy he looks. He looks good on the scale.
Get much healthier than that guy, Canelo out.
Also, Canelo looks in phenomenal shape. 166.8. I wonder if there's a rehydration clause on Munguia. Because I remember during Kovalev couldn't talk about it. There was a non-disclosure agreement. So if he does have rehydration clauses, I think he don't let the fighters talk about it. But we'll see tomorrow night. I expect Munguia to come into the ring. I won't be surprised if Munguia come into the ring.
The song is popping. That joint is popping off. So with this fight, man, trying to find out about this fight. Alvarez won the fight. Stayed up for nothing. Oh, McGill was going to win this fight.
Remains undisputed super middleweight champion in his 65th professional fight. He improves to 61, 2-2. Let's go to Canelo and Jim Gray.
All right, Carl, thank you very much. Canelo, this was a huge, huge fight. All the folks back home, what does it mean to you to have won this?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm glad I give Jaime this opportunity. He's a great guy, great champion. He's gonna continue doing good. So, and I feel very proud who these kind of fights here in Vegas. All around is watching us, the Mexicans. And I feel proud about representing Mexico. Viva Mexico.
Yep, time to go to bed now. Maybe some water. Cleaned up back here.
First, but you figured him out about the third or fourth round. Tell us about the knockdown and if you thought the fight was going to end there.
Yeah, you know, I take my time. That's why I have a lot of
take my
experience.
time.
Jaime Munguia is
I take my
a
time.
fighter. He's a strong, he's a smart. But you know, I take my time. I have 12 rounds to win the fight, and I did. I did really good, and I feel proud about it.
Were you certain that you were going to be able to counterpunch so effectively?
Yeah, you know, he's strong, but he's a little slow. I can see every punch. Sometimes he got me because I get so confident, but you know, like I say, that's why I have this kind of experience, because that's why I'm the best. That's why I'm the best, right?
You feel you're the best Mexican fighter ever? Best Mexican fighter ever?
No, I don't consider myself best fighter ever. I think when I retire, my numbers is gonna say where the position I am, but I respect all the Mexican fighters in the past and the press, and I feel proud about it. I just doing my thing, and
When you say the best, so when you say the best, you mean the best fighting right now?
Right now, I'm the best fighter right now, for sure.
To get a little ice because everybody wants to know what's next, and David Benavidez is the person that everybody across this country and across the world would like to see you fight. You said earlier this week you're willing. What are your thoughts now?
I don't know right now. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna enjoy my family. But you know, if the money is right, I made a call. If the money is right, I can fight right now. I don't give a shit.
So it's only a matter of money?
Yeah. You know, at this point, everybody is asking for everything, right? When I fought with Lara, Joe, Miguel Ángel Cotto, Mayweather, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, everybody, they say I'm gonna wanna fight them, and I fought all of them. So, right now, I can ask whatever I want, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm Mexican.
Go ahead and tell your folks in Spanish. Go ahead.
Antes todos decían que no quiere pelear con Trot, que no quiere pelear con Cotto, que no quiere pelear con Golovkin, con Mayweather, con Billy Joe, con Carlos Smith, con Caleb Plant. And I fought y peleé con todos ellos. Que peleé con todos ellos. y siempre hacen y preguntan por una pelea. Ahorita estoy en la posición de hacer lo que yo quiera y de pedir lo que yo quiera. Y si les gusta, bueno, y si no, también. ¿Y qué creen? Soy mexicano. ¡Que viva México!
Yes, I fought everybody. I fought everybody. I fought Golovkin, Mayweather, everybody. That's everything.
Oh, he said the same thing he said before. Okay. Congratulations again. Thank you. Let's bring Jerry. Please translate. Sure. What's your assessment of this fight this evening? You came out strong, and it seemed like you were pretty good track, and you were gaining some confidence.
Es un peleador con muchísima experiencia, entonces, pues la verdad, me ganó bien, pero pues me dolió mi primera derrota, la verdad. I came out well, however, but I think at the beginning I was winning some of those rounds. It was going well. I let my hands go, but he's a fighter with a lot of experience, obviously. And
Canelo said
he beat me. Unfortunately, he beat me. And it definitely hurts. The loss hurts.
Canelo says you have a big future. Do you think if you were fighting anybody other than him tonight, you would have won?
Un gran futuro si hubieras peleado contra cualquier otro, lo hubieras ganado esta noche. Sí, así es, la verdad que yo me sentí muy bien, la verdad, te digo, es un peleador con bastante experiencia. Empecé muy bien los rounds, pero después de ahí pues, me empezó a ganar los rounds. Yes, there's no doubt. I would have. I felt very well, but again, he's a fighter with lots of experience. I started well, but yes, obviously, had the problems.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
I think they were trying to sing to my song. You trying to sing to my song?
Promise not to be intimidated by Canelo.
I see no intimidation right now. I see focus and someone that has strategy in Munguia.
Let me go get my tea and everything ready.
That left hook of
It's a
Canelo's
nice.
seems to be
It's
the
a nice
most
nap
that's
nap.
giving Munguia the most problems so far.
Munguia's doing the right thing.
I gotta figure out how to work.
Stick that jab out there and
I
fight.
need to know how to work my piece back there.
The problem Munguia has, though, right, for C, Sergio, is that Munguia is a very good body puncher. When you expose yourself, when you go downstairs to the body like that, that's where I think Canelo can capitalize.
This fight's going to come down to who takes a better body shot. Both these fighters can take a shot upstairs. They have chin, they've never been down.
Good right from Munguia. And then downstairs. Jaime heating up.
Munguia is taking a page out of Dimitri Bivol right here with a long jab, not smothering his punches, staying at range, and not overcommitting.
Good straight right hand on the end of that combination for Canelo. Been an even fight so far.
This is the most bounce I've seen in Jaime Munguia's feet in a while. Very light on his feet, jabbing, moving, using the whole ring, not committing to his power either. I like this version of Jaime Munguia and what I'm seeing right now.
And for Canelo, it's going to be about overcoming the punch output. Munguia has averaged recently around 60, 65 punches thrown per round. Canelo, he has been largely in the high 30s, low 40s. So it's going to have to be power shots that make up that gap.
And if you know anything about Jaime Munguia, in almost every single fight he's in, there is a big scare. He gets rocked at some point.
Good body shot by Canelo.
There's a nice bounce on his foot, on his feet. He's throwing the jab upstairs and downstairs. I like what I see so far from Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, this to me is exactly how I thought this fight was going to start. I knew Munguia had a game plan that was fighting behind that jab. My question is, and will continue to be, what happens when this becomes just a firefight in the middle of the ring?
We're about to find out. There's no way this doesn't turn into a firefight. Jaime Munguia is not a boxer. We've seen flashes of it, but that's not his temperament.
He never slows down, Munguia. He can do this all night. A fighter known for overwhelming his opponents. Oh, there's the counter right, and Munguia had to be careful.
Yeah, that's what happened when you overextend and miss. Canelo was excellent at taking advantage of those.
That's what happens when you overcommit to power. You know, once you miss, you're going to be vulnerable to a counter punch. That's the reason Munguia boxed well in the first round, not committing, jabbing, moving around, bouncing on his toes. Once he starts overcommitting and he misses, he will be vulnerable to a counter punch.
Canelo just never looks concerned, always calculating. Such a great ring IQ.
When it looks like Canelo's just being quiet and not doing anything, he's actually setting you up. He dictates your movement. He dictates where he wants you to go to land a heavy, hard, single power shot. This is not a volume puncher anymore, Canelo. He's a strategic power puncher just looking for single shots. Like that, right there. See, Munguia should be jabbing here like he was in the first round. This is what we see with Jaime Munguia. You see flashes of things that he's learned and flashes of change, but then he resorts back to what he is, and that's a fighter.
What changes have you seen under Freddie Roach so far from him, Chris?
Well, certainly the jab. If that's become an increased part of his offensive output. They have worked more on defense. See Munguia having those hands up defensively when Canelo comes forward. But at the end of the day, I think Munguia is the guy that just likes to fight.
Oh, right hand from Munguia. He wants Canelo to open up. He's trying to force him to open up. Right hand from Munguia.
Excellent combination by Jaime Munguia, but now he's back on his toes, bouncing around.
And what Canelo needs to do, and is trying to do, is punch with Jaime Munguia. Munguia's done a good job of kind of suffocating him a little bit and smothering him with punches, but Canelo has to find a way. But when he is throwing one or two punches, he has got to throw punches with him.
I think he'll serve Canelo right to start trying to back up Munguia with jabs, just like that. If you could do that and jab to the chest and back up Munguia, who is not accustomed to going backwards, then you would get let off on combinations and explosive combinations and punches if you're Canelo.
Oh, right from Munguia. And he's trying to batter Canelo, who answers with a right hand to go, and then an uppercut. Oh, Munguia is down for the first time in his career.
And this is what's going to turn into a firefight. An uppercut that he didn't see coming.
This is what happens. Jaime Munguia has been hurt and rocked in previous fights. He has never been hit by a guy with this kind of power.
Let's see if Canelo can seal the deal here in round 4. Munguia might just want to try and get out of the way till the bell rings.
That'll be the smart thing to do. But that's not what machismo forces you to do.
Affecting Jaime Murguía way more with his power than vice versa.
Every punch, it's not even
with a rubber band. There's a body shot you've been asking for.
What a smart combination by Canelo. Do the jab, fake the jab, came around the guard with a hook, then back downstairs to the body. He's outsmarting the younger fighter. His punch selection by Canelo Alvarez right now. Now power, his precision, accuracy, and
It's volume versus precision. That's what this fight has become.
Murguía just looks very uncertain right now in the ring.
good body shot by Canelo right there. Murguía tried to counter it, but he's not fast enough now. He's not fast enough with that counter, and he needs to block it. Make sure he blocks the entire body shot. But Murguía is not a counter puncher. He doesn't catch and counter. He's an aggressive, offensive fighter, just like that.
These are good body shots being landed by Canelo, but Sergio, I feel like they're just all being thrown to set up a headshot. Like he's trying to get that guard from Murguía to dip down. So far, Murguia's done a pretty good job of keeping those hands at the space and avoiding that left hook. The more you put with the body, the quicker those hands are going to drop.
Murguía pulling back his chin. Canelo just missing with that wide left hook. You can bet Canelo's going to try to do that again, and if Murguía pulls back, he will get dropped again.
That right hand scored for Murguía. He's starting to be a little more active now and aggressive. He's trying to get his groove back. All right, let's try.
You don't have to do this against the power guy. You can tease a guy with no power and try to sucker him into something. He wants to, Dave. He wants to show this guy what a good fighter. There's no bad blood between these guys leading into this fight. Uppercuts him inside by Floyd. Floyd baby says, well, what do you have to do with this guy? Look at the hand speed of Floyd. Floyd still has a decent heavy punches. But everything that Floyd's for is catching in pieces Miguel Cotto. He's only two big uppercuts there. He gets Cotto to come to him, blocks a couple, and then scores. And if he could consistently win the inside battle, he would be able to take the heart of it. Well, the thing is, the fact of the matter is, Dave, he is winning the inside battle with Cotto. And that's Cotto's gifted, as you mentioned, but not tonight. So far. If you take off with that right hand, you take that away from Cotto, you deny them the promotion is. And that's the way I see it right now. Well into the fifth round here with about a minute to go. Cotto doing everything he can to land some power shots. Floyd just keeps rolling with him. Then he uses that uppercut with the right hand, upstairs, downstairs, down back with the left. Now he rolls it out there, but making this guy miss with what should be his territory in his corner, with Floyd's back up against the ropes. And Cotto can't get clean to land his shot or create distance. When he does, it sails on the head of Floyd Mayweather Jr. At time to get caught. Finally, he landed one, but it doesn't hurt Mayweather because he's in such great shape. And again, I don't know why Mayweather chooses to stay here, but he wants to mix with the guy in his territory. Calls him with the double and rolls up his right hand. This is a soft kind of fight. You watching a genius. 15 seconds to go in the fifth round. When you consider just how good Cotto is, it's even much more significant what Floyd Mayweather is doing right now. Well, I'll tell you now, Manny Pacquiao's watching right now in the Philippines. He said he wasn't going to watch the fight, but he truly is. 50-45 as we go to the 6th round. Mayweather Jr. winning every round of the fight. In the advanced round, Mayweather decides to fight on the inside. So Cotto lets him land one, and then watch how he comes back. Boom, the left hand, blocks another one, lines up, gets another one through, one's partially blocked. He's toying with a guy who's attacking him. Cotto does land the left hook on him, though. Makes you question the strategy a little bit. But Mayweather is non-stop action and shows so much. And doesn't get caught with a little thing with the glove, though. All right, this is round number 6 of the Indian Grand Garden Arena. This much anticipated fight with Floyd Mayweather facing incarceration next month for 3 months. And then the anticipation of the Baghdad fight, he doesn't think he needs Manny Pacquiao. The world is going to see it. So I got a piece of that jaw that time as he came in. And the man again is playing ball. That time Floyd didn't get the road, didn't run even dark ropes.
Back here in the studio, it's like almost 2 o'clock. 1:29. We got time to work on this tune for my friend Octavia Sax. I make it pop off. I'm going to take both of them, their music tomorrow, Melody and Octavia. You know what I mean? So we back here getting it in. Track is beating. Checking out some boxing. Canelo and Munguia. Canelo won that. And doing a replay of Mayweather and Cotto. And then we back in the lab, because that's what we do. We pops it off. That guy right there, he makes it happen. That's my boy right there. Maybe you're going to the kitchen, in the lab, making tracks. That's what I like to do. That's your boy. I did what I like to receive.
One of the best for setting traps. This kid, I gotta say, is equal right to the task with it. Floyd, in a round that's really more difficult round for him, still just bringing it there. Particularly Dakota's winning this round, by the way. And if he does continue, he does win the round, it'll be the first round he's won the fight.
Bars. Bars. Hit it. Bars.
Clarissa, just your thoughts on the fight overall. How'd you see Canelo?
Canelo is still the king, man. The king reigns.
They look a little bit sluggish to you. You know, fans were kind of saying that on social media.
I think with Munguia being younger, I mean, people are going to, I think Munguia is naturally shows more combination than Canelo. But Canelo, he does what he always does. He's calm. He lays back.
All right, so I just made the hook of the song.
I mean, he was
So all the parts I'm going to put in this song, that is it. I have like 20 tracks in this song on my MP.
like he's
And then we get ready to
Did you
copy
a little bit
paste.
shocked, you know, just the way he caught him in the uppercut and that knockdown? I think it was the 6th or 7th.
Why is her hair going all the way back on her
He
head?
was going to be out there by round 9, round 10. So shout to him because he's really, really tough. And he was able to last all 12 rounds. And I mean, he fought Canelo harder than I think I've seen anybody fight him. I mean, we're talking about Charlo, Saunders, all those guys that fought against Canelo trying to get on their wheels and move. Munguia was just right there, like taking shots, giving shots, and he even bust Canelo with time or two. So Munguia showed why he belongs to be here. David a different type of animal. But it's a fight I would love to see, and seeing this fight I still want to see. I still think the only man that can beat Canelo is Terence Crawford. That's just what I think that I want to see. No, not what I'm looking for. You know what? I just keep telling everybody as far as the TV goes, it's really like Ryan still has to prove this. Hopefully he do everything he has to do. I hate that it had to come out that way. It was such a shocking fight on how it happened, but I just feel terrible about the whole thing. I feel terrible for them, I feel terrible for Ryan. And if he's innocent, proven innocent, and if he is guilty, just own up to it and do all that.
What do you think for being called for cheating? What kind of punishment do you think he's
You know what? I think guys who do PDs or girls who do PDs, I feel like
In this all-Mexican battle, and yes, literally the biggest Mexican title fight in history. No two Mexican fighters have ever met this high on the scale, and immediately the dueling chants begin.
Wow, such a divided crowd. A lot of people here for Munguia, a lot of people here for Canelo. People seem to want a new face of boxing. We'll find out tonight. Munguia started out really good with the jab as expected. Being the bigger guy, he's got the distance, so he's got to be on point with that jab.
All the way back in December of 2017 in a Ring Magazine, New Faces feature Munguia talked about one day facing his compatriot Canelo. That has come to fruition tonight. Canelo earlier this week says he will face Munguia before round 8. Munguia's new trainer, second fight with Munguia, Craig Rush, the Hall of Famers, predicts his 8th round.
Munguia looking very sharp and very quick right now.
Canelo watching that left and caught off balance as they clinch. Joe, continue.
The first punch that landed for Canelo was a right hand to the elbow, the left elbow of Munguia, which he does. He likes to destabilize your arm and that jab by hitting you in spots that will last in the field.
Doing exactly what many pundits and experts predicted that he should do against a guy like Canelo, establish the jab.
The jab, the distance, the straight punches. You want to keep Canelo busy with those.
In his last 4 fights, Canelo's inaccuracy is going to make people feel like he's been at the summer long frenzy on the other side of the mountain. He's gone the distance 4 times in a row. Of course, second time in his career. This guy is going to make our job easy because we don't have to say your choice. Listen to these people do their thing.
Beautiful combinations right there from Munguia. Again, he's got to stay busy. He's got to make Canelo think. I mean, Canelo, got to make him defensive.
Canelo's just walking right to Munguia. Disregarding the speed that Munguia's showing right
This is the kind of
beautiful accuracy right there from Canelo. Straight punches, 1, 2, 3. It was 3 punches that landed. But again, it's the power from Canelo. He's looking for that. We know that Munguia gets hit flush, so definitely Canelo's looking for that.
Munguia's hands are low when he throws his punches, leaving him susceptible to the counters, trying to keep his hands up as he goes on the attack. Even in the loss to Bimmel, when Canelo was on the ropes, I remember this one sequence where Bimmel threw a bunch of punches and Canelo was able to slip and block out.
A great defensive fighter that Canelo is. One of the best right now in this era, for sure. But it's punches like that you want to keep going. You want to keep Canelo busy trying to take punches away.
Yeah, well, it was a combination. And it's Canelo who has the more cutting shots, especially to the body. It wasn't a great clearly for Canelo. Munguia's throwing punches, but he's blocked for He's really calm under pressure, you know. And he's showing it. Canelo has definitely wrapped it up here in the second round after throwing 50 punches, landing 60. He's just 59. Canelo beats going the distance. We're now in round 3. Canelo with the high guard.
That's what you want to keep doing. The younger fighter, keep that same momentum.
Upstairs with Munguia.
The volume, but it's always going to be the counter punching from Canelo.
Giving him that extra second to land a counter.
boxing. He has already thrown 118 jabs. It is the fourth round. He's landed 23. Canelo 14 to 59. But the jab has never been a calling card for Canelo. He wants to do it. Canelo shots usually on the counter. Usually the leader of the body and upstairs on the right leg. That's what they're talking about. A very important weapon here tonight. Very important weapon. More for Munguia, of course, because he wants to have that space, that range. Yes, and Canelo, of course, he uses the jab as a power puncher. It's a center punch, but he's trying to get in the inside. That's where he wants to be. Jab is hitting Munguia. Started off really good with the power from Canelo.
What?
That's the sign. He faked it. Yeah, he faked him. He faked so that he was going to throw the uppercut and then to the body. Round number 8. As Munguia maintains a little bit down.
Really? Oh, duh. So I need a 2 beat in there. Ah! There you go. That might work. Save. One, two. Oh. Like that. Now what to bring bass back in now. Gotta bring the bass in this time. I don't think I'll need that in there. Well, I don't need it for the whole thing. No, 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 no. Oops, I messed up. Alright, we'll copy this to 4. Copy to 4. We got 2, 3, this will be 4. You gonna put intro there? Mm-hmm. 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 I know it's like 9 hours. 2 hours and a half. That's right. Still back here working. I'll work. Still working, baby. All right, so let's copy that to 14. Copy to 14. That'll be a break. Then we'll go to some cables when act stupid. We're going. Let the dun dun dun. Ah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. But I have it on my mind. All right, so we go. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be crazy. That's crazy. Oh, oh, oh. That's crazy. But I'm gonna do it. 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 Oh, messed it up. Too much hole, bruh. Ah. 4. Ah. Ah. Ah, I gotta do it over. Gotta do it over there. Right. 2, 3, and. Ah, messing up. Save it. Get bass in there, baby. Oh, snap. Ran out of juice.